for joining me for my 2018 skincare favorites. And really, this is my current skincare routine because if I didn't love them, I wouldn't be using them. I have discoloration, we all know that. But I also was reflecting on a couple of comments that came by on the 2018 makeup favorites. Many of you commented on how many products I put on my face and that it was a lot, and I agree, it is a lot. But one of the things that I think makes a difference when I put on that many layers is that the canvas is as good as it can get in terms of the texture. So I think, and I don't know because I don't have texture issues, but I'm thinking if I had more texture, it would be harder to do what I do with my makeup. So skincare is very important. This is where I'm really willing to spend money if the products work. And some of the things I have are very high end and some of the things I have are not as high. So this is by request as well, especially to my sister-in-law who texted me and said, could you please do a skincare video? Because she said if you could also mention your age and what I do for anti-aging. Now I don't consider my skincare as anti-aging per se, but then I really started to look at things that I use, and I guess it is anti-aging. I feel like it's more like age preserving maybe than anti-aging. I don't know, maybe it's anti-aging. She also asked if I could please share my age. So at this point I'm 46 and I don't have any fillers, Botox. I've never done anything invasive to my face at all. So anything topical, I will try. I will try topical things. I don't have any issue with Botox, fillers, whatever. I just want to see what I can do with my skin until I get to the point where I feel like I need something like that. Maybe I never will feel like that. I don't know. I don't know how I'll feel about it in the future, but right now I feel like I'm in pretty good shape for my age. So I thought I'd share with you what I do because all of the things I'm going to talk about are over the counter right now. I do have one prescription item I've just started using, but for the favorites I'm not going to include it because I just started it. So to get to this point, I've been using these over-the-counter products. I really feel like skincare is personal as well. Your skin type might be totally different than mine. Your skin tolerance might be very different than mine. Mine's pretty tolerant except for a few ingredients. Also, genetics has a lot to do with it. So if you've seen pictures on my Instagram of my mom and dad, their skin looks really good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start with my day and evening routine. They are very similar. There are just a few things that I alter, but I'll go through them in the sequence that I go through them in, just so you can see, and I will try and do some cutaways of me using them. I feel like, I don't know if it's really necessary to see how I put them on because it's really just like, this is what happens when I put it on, but I can show you and then you'll see what my skin looks like as well. I don't actually go to facials. I've had microdermabrasion twice in my life, and the last time I had it done was maybe 3 years ago. And I don't really do masks. I don't do sheet masks. I do a couple of masks I'm going to show you in a little bit. That's maybe once a month because I feel like on the daily I'm doing so much to my skin that I don't really need to catch up in terms of anything major. But this routine is very involved. Sometimes my husband wonders what I've been doing, and I've been doing skincare for 30 minutes in the evening. So this is something I'm very dedicated to, but I also enjoy it. It's very relaxing. Mornings though can be a little tough because I usually would rather sleep than do anything else. So sometimes I'm in no rush. So evening time is much more relaxing. But wow, that was like, my thing says almost 10 minutes. So hopefully I will have edited it down so it's not a 10-minute intro. But I think it's important to know how I approach skincare and why I spend so much time on it. Okay, let's get started. So, morning routine. I've had a lot of products on my face working on it overnight, so I like to go in with something really gentle. Honestly, sometimes I'll just use water, but I've also found this Clinique Liquid Facial Soap Extra Mild. So it's a very creamy kind of formula. It doesn't foam, and it's made for, again, dry to very dry skin. This does a really nice job of starting with a clean slate in order to start the day. This doesn't dry out my skin, but I do still like to go in with my toner, and it is the Lancôme Tonique Comfort, and it is a rehydrating, comforting toner with acacia honey. I do use these Shiseido facial cotton rectangles with the toner, and if you don't know what they look like this. If I could just cut them in half, I've actually tried cutting them in half, but because the fibers go this way, it's a little bit difficult, but I really do only use half, so towards the end, I will rip them in half like this. So I have twice as many until I get the next batch in. But those are really nice. I know they're a little bit more expensive, but they're just so smooth on your face. Sometimes those cotton pads can be a little bit rough, so that one's really soft on your face. After that, I will go in with the SK-II Facial Treatment Essence. And this is one of those things that's more expensive, but something that's made a difference. I actually mentioned this before. I saw my sister's skin and she didn't have any makeup on. I said, what do you have on your skin? And she said, oh, I started using this product. And I came prepared. I looked up some of these items, especially the more expensive ones, so I could tell you what makes them so effective. The SK-II, it says that it transforms all 5 dimensions of your skin to crystal clear. Spots are less visible, so if you've seen my journey with spots, I think you'll notice they have faded over time. I think this is going to be a really long process though, but this is one of the things that I use for that. Appearance of wrinkles is reduced, skin texture is more refined, and firmness is improved, and radiance is beautifully elevated. And I think I'm reading this for the first time. I don't know if I even realize this, but it helps prevent the formation of dark spots caused by sun damage by maintaining the skin's natural resilience. Okay, that is impressive. If I can prevent more spots, then I am more than happy with that. And again, it smooths that texture. If you're looking to smooth the texture of your skin, this is one of those things that can do it. It also says that it improves firmness by hydrating intensely and boosting skin's retention of moisture. And the way that I apply this, I think I forgot to talk about that, it's a very watery kind of, you can see in there, it's very watery. I just put some in my hand because I don't want to lose any of this very precious material, so I'll just drop it in my hand like this and pat it into my face. A little goes a long way. So if you saw, gosh, I can't remember when I purchased this, but I've had this for many, many months now. So the only reason I won't buy the larger one, I think you get more for your money if you buy the larger one, is because it started to smell intense after a while. Yeah, it started to smell intense after a while. Still works just as fine, but let me just take a little. Yeah, it smells more intense. Moving on, after that, I like to go in, and this is new to me this year, the Peter Thomas Roth Potency Power Serum. And thank you so much. I talked about this next product, I'll talk about that in a minute, but I talked about this being effective in spot removing, but someone reminded me that they actually had more luck with this. And I forgot to mention I use these in tandem. So the effect that I get with this is probably because in part to this as well. So it's a Potency Power Serum. It says it's a mega potent THG ascorbate, 50 times more powerful than the traditional vitamin C that helps improve the look of fine lines, wrinkles, firmness, uneven skin tone, texture, and brightness. I have had a really nice brightening effect with it. I think you can see on my skin, it does have a smooth texture to it. I mean, for my age as well. After that, I go in with the Potency Targeted Spot Brightener on those spots, and using these together seems to work really well. I think I did a video where I kind of showed like an update on the spots. So I did see a reduction in the deepness of them. It says it's a mega potent THG ascorbate, I think it's ascorbate, maybe? Again, 50 times more powerful than traditional vitamin C, helps reduce and brightens the look of dark spots by up to 75%. Oh, and this is what someone, please tell me your name. I know that you gave me some information, but you noticed it says 20% CTHD ascorbate on this one, but only 10% CTHD ascorbate on this one. So, I don't know. Good point. I don't know why this would be more effective if it has less active ingredients. I'm gonna explore that a little bit more, but I do use these too. I am talking a lot in this video. So I squeeze them out on my back of my hand like this, and I just apply it into my skin. I let that sit for a moment, then I will take some of this product, put that on the back of my hand, and I just add it to those spots, which is here, 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 and here. And then I actually give that a couple minutes. I walk around, do some other things, and then apply some things on top of that. So I really want that to be able to act on my skin before I maybe move it around. Then I will go in with the Algenist Liquid Collagen. And I discovered this year. I believe it was this year. and I think it's one of my favorite skincare products of the year. It says, and I'm gonna read it to you, vegan plant-based collagen formulation with the highest concentration of active collagen. And what it says, oh, it has really high ratings. It says it's a breakthrough collagen-based formulation readily available for youthful vitality. Unique vegan formula of plant collagen and microalgae oil beads helps restore skin's bounce and resilience in just 10 days. And that is what I noticed the most with this product. There is a certain suppleness and a certain bounce to my skin that was visible to me in 10 days because they send out these little blister packs through a sample. I mean, they didn't send it. I think I got it through Sephora. They didn't send it to me. And so I was able to try it for 10 days, which is so smart because I think you need to try skincare for several days to see if it works or not. So that was a really good marketing thing on their part. It says there are 13,000 beads of microalgae oil in each bottle. Okay, omega-3, 6, and 9, and a natural source of vitamin E. So yeah, this is one of those standout products to me this year, and will continue to purchase and repurchase this until I find something better, but for now I will continue to purchase and repurchase this. And then I follow that up with the Ultimate Miracle Worker cream for the daytime. So I've got the evening and the day. This one has SPF 30. It says it's their greatest anti-aging innovation since UV protection is their first to target UVA, UVB, infrared, and visible light for more firm, dense, and radiant skin. And that's what I was impressed with because it covered so many different types of UV protection. It's their best moisturizer with SPF that delivers the most gorgeous skin in years through multi-rejuvenation technology with patented by Retinol and active plant cells that help rebuild natural collagen and rejuvenate skin layer by layer. So if you can get that with a day cream as well, because a lot of products act on skin at night, but this one acts on your skin during the day. Love it. And skin is protected so completely it can actually rejuvenate itself better than ever before. So it targets fine lines, wrinkles, firmness, dark circles, and puffiness. It says it's the most comprehensive broad spectrum protection from harmful sun rays. All of those things are things I'm looking for, so I continue to use this. So for daytime eye cream, I have started using the Clé de Peau, and I'm still in this teeny tiny little deluxe sample that I got. The Creme Contour des Yeux, let's not even try that. It's Intensive Eye Contour Cream. It's one of those things I'm almost sorry I tried because the price on this is, let me just look, $260. I don't know if I've ever paid, I mean, I tried the La Mer one, but I don't know if it was that much. But it looks like it might last for a while. It says it retexturizes skin and reduces the appearance of damage caused by environmental stress, reduces the appearance of sagging and wrinkles to help prevent the decomposition of collagen while firming around the eye area. Yeah, I don't have that issue, but if you were looking for something like that, that might be promising. It says it improves the appearance of darkness, dullness, and discoloration of skin around the eyes, along with an intensive brightening ingredient, and it helps maintain moisture. And really, I just wanted to try an eye cream that would work well with their Radiant Corrector for Eyes, the under eye concealer that I use, and it works really well. It works perfectly with that. But now I've gotten sucked into this. I'm gonna make this one last as long as I can make it last, and then I'll have to at some point actually purchase it. So Bobbi, I will be calling you a Nordstrom and have you maybe send it to me because I don't have a Nordstrom near me. I will use this in the eye area just really lightly because it will interfere with the performance of the eye concealer if I use too much. It is the Color Science Total Eye 35 SPF. And so I think the eye area is one of those places where we forget that we need sunscreen, and it's very delicate skin in that area. So I think it's just a really good idea to put sunscreen there if you can. And this has a bit of color correcting as well. It's got a nice peachy tone to it, so I'll just swipe it under the eyes and then pat it in really, really lightly though. Evening is very similar. I just use a few more products. So the first thing I need to do is make sure all of that makeup comes off. So I used a couple of first step cleansers that I've been happy with. This is the Herborian Solid Cleansing Oil. It says it's a balm cleanser that transforms twice during use to whisk away impurities for skin that feels perfectly cleansed and makeup free. I was looking for an alternative to Herborian that I could find in store because Herborian's a little bit harder to find. And this is the Charcoal Makeup Melter. I have used it quite a bit. This one seems to last a little bit longer, and it says this is good for tough waterproof makeup. I don't use waterproof makeup, but if you do, this one says it's a good one for that. At first, I initially assumed you couldn't use this on the eye area because of the charcoal. I don't know why. It says apply on dry face, including eye area. And once I saw eye area, I thought, okay, I'm gonna give this a try because that's the most stubborn area. And even though my mascara is not waterproof, it is difficult to remove sometimes. And I like my skin to be totally clean. I know some people are okay with like a little bit of eyeliner left, but no, I want it totally, totally clean at the end of the day. So I applied this onto my face and I just kind of massage it in. And then when I get in the shower, that's when I take a dampened washcloth and then I will remove this with a washcloth. That way I can kind of see if there's anything left with the washcloth. Now my washcloths come from Target. I just buy like that stack of them. I think there's maybe 10 in there for like $2 or $3. So after those get kind of hard, then I pass those on to my husband and he uses them in the garage or for cleaning. So I use them for maybe a few months, but then they get kind of hard on my face. So then it's time for a new stack. After that, I go in with a liquid cleanser. I love to double cleanse just to make sure everything's all taken care of. So I do go in with quite mild soap. Again, this is the Clinique Liquid Facial Soap Mild. So you can see here, they are different. This is the morning one. This is the one I use in the evening. This one foams. So if you like foam, which I do, and I really try to resist using this in the morning because this one doesn't foam, but this has a little bit of foam to it, which I like. And then on to the next step. Again, with the hydrating toner from Lancome, I will apply that onto my skin just to get that balance back to my skin before I go in with the next step. Again, with the SK2 Facial Treatment Essence, I'll pat that into my skin. I go in with, and this is the one I've been using this year, and this is the thing I'm actually changing up. I recently went to the dermatologist to check on a mole, and then he said, do you have any other questions? I said, yes. How about these dark spots on my face? What can you do to help me with that? He said to use Retin-A. I said I use retinol, but he says try Retin-A. So actually I started using that recently, but until then I've been using this all year, the NV Medical Retinol Treatment. So I started off with 0.2 and then I went on to 1.0. Triple performing clinical strength cosmetic overnight solution that brightens, lessens fine lines, and reinvigorates skin texture and tone. This was really gentle on my skin. I didn't have any issues with it. I know some people are very sensitive to retinols, but they do suggest to start with something lighter in power and then graduate to this once your skin gets used to it. But those are really nice this year. The only reason I haven't purchased it is I'm trying that Retin-A to see if it does anything. If not, I will go back and use this again. Then I go in with the Potency Power Serum again, and then the Potency Targeted Spot Brightener. That also goes on in the evening. Okay, next up is the Estee Lauder Advanced Night Repair. This is nothing new. It's something that's got really high ratings. I've been using it so long that I kind of don't even remember why I got it, but I know that when I don't have it, I miss it. It's a powerful nighttime renewal for radiant, youthful looking skin that instantly adds radiance and intensely hydrates. So what I do is I'll put a drop or two and then I'll just pat it into my skin, again being very careful not to move anything else around that I've already applied, especially on those spots. I don't want to move it or dilute it too much. Yeah, I guess this is a #1 repair serum in the United States. Dramatically reduces the look of all key signs of aging. I'm actually almost done. Shockingly. This is the Ultimate Miracle Worker Night, and this is by Philosophy. I learned about the product, and I think when I learn about products, that's when I get sold. So the more educated I can get on products, the more convinced I'll be to try something else. It says this formula targets all major signs of aging. I think everything I've talked about has said aging, so maybe this really is anti-aging. Fine lines, wrinkles, firmness, texture, pores, and radiance. So this one comes with like a little, I wish I had a new one to show you, but there's like a little packet of, they look like caviar in there, and then you open it and you mix it in here, and all I do is I just massage it into my skin in upward motions, and then I pat it into the center of my face. For eyes, I use the Bobbi Brown Extra Eye Repair Cream, and this is really emollient, so if you have dry eye area, this is a really great one. And I used to use this during the day and the night, but I recently switched my eye cream to a different eye cream for the day, but this is still a staple for the evening. One of my all-time favorites. And that's my nighttime routine. So pretty simple. I mean, I think it's more simple than it used to be. There are 3 more products I use intermittently. So for an exfoliator, now if you noticed, I've got retinol products here. So I don't really use physical exfoliants except for this one. And it's for dry skin. It's the Tatcha Polished Gentle Rice Enzyme Powder. And it comes out powdery, of course, like this, and you just mix it with water, just massage it into your skin, and then it feels really like polished is a good word because it feels polished. It's very gentle and doesn't irritate my skin, so if you're looking for a really gentle exfoliant, I would look at that one. Also hydrating sometimes, like now I'm noticing my skin's getting a little bit more dehydrated because of the heater that's on in the house. So I do use this, and I need another one, but it's by Bobbi Brown. This is a Skin Nourish Mask, and it's very hydrating, and sometimes I will just leave it on overnight too. But you can just use this for a couple minutes if you want, or longer, but it does a nice job of hydrating the skin, especially, like I said, in the winter months, it can get a little bit dry for me. And then the only other thing I have is the Micro Delivery Detoxifying Oxygen Peel. Detox and Reox for clear, fresh, revitalized skin. This innovative 2-step peel combines 2 products in one to deliver the purifying benefits of a detoxifying mask plus the brightening benefits of an oxygen facial. After 3 consecutive uses, skin's clarity is improved, looking more bright and radiant. 2 times the benefits, purifying and brightening in one treatment. Skin is left radiant and revitalized, pores appear smaller and less noticeable, and approved for sensitive and acne-prone skin. And that's it for my skincare. I really feel like I've tailored it down this year because it used to be a lot more than this. So I've yet to test out some of those Clé de Peau products, but I've already decided I'm going to add 1 of them into my current routine for 2019, and hopefully I don't love more of them because the price just goes up from here. So if there are other skincare items that you think I should try that you think would work really well for me, or if there are items that you feel like no one's really talking about but should be talking about and should get some love, please let us know what those things are. So if you enjoyed this video, if you learned something, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Thanks. Readily available for youthful vitality. Blah. It says it's a breakthrough collagen formula. It's their greatest anti-aging innovation since UV protection is their first to target UV. What? No. It's it. Okay. Hello. Cleansers. Bobbi Brown. It's the Skin Nourish Mask. Every time I say nourish, it sounds weird. Nourish. The skin. It has a patented. What? It has a patented. Oh, I'm talking about day now, aren't I? Okay, back up. I'm confused. Where am I now? This happens in real life too. Okay, so Potency Power Serum, I go in with this again. So after this SK2, I don't know what I was talking about night. So after the SK2, I will go in with the Potency Power Serum. I am on day now. Okay. So after,